We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, fighting his way through contact. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Off the bootleg. Jones. They'll roll him out right. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. We're scoreless after 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rodgers' throw there, complete to Rodgers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he sets up the screen to Jones. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossett. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones rolling to his right. Catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano, the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
Touchdown! It's complete. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taylor now returning it. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Rodgers now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time, the break goes against him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right.
And that's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
2nd down and 7.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Josiah DeGuara.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Jones is going to back this forward on the jet sweep.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones.
That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Jones sliding out of the pocket.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, well, it got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. That's complete to Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go. Here we go. When's the mic? Watch one. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jones on first down. Steps away to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 3, second and a yard. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, now Rodgers. They'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Escaping the pressure right.
He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. So that'll back him up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Rolling to his right.
He'll find DeGuara complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were booed.